Hi guys, so today's video is brought to you by the wonderful people at Ana Luisa. Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you've seen them around. I feel like they've been on Instagram a lot recently. But if you haven't heard of them, they're a jewelry company, and one of their big things is that they are trying to be super sustainable and have fair pricing for their jewelry. So they do a lot to offset their carbon emissions, and they have pieces starting at $39. So they're super affordable and also just very durable, very, very cute. I think my favorite thing about Ana Luisa jewelry is that it's grown up. I'm 26 now, which means I'm an elderly person. And that means that I really want to have pieces that are grown up, professional, really classy. And so that's part of what drew me to Ana Luisa in the first place. They were generous enough to send me some pieces to talk about today. Really quick, I did get a new ring. You guys know I'm a sucker for a good ring. This one is not as flashy as I usually go for, but I really, really love it because it's just a nice basic gold band. I think this is the Everly, but it's just really simple, really, really professional, really cute. I'm usually not a necklace person, but I think recently with that like layering trend, I really wanted to test it out and see. And I just like needed some good basic jewelry. So the pieces that I got, this is like an individual necklace. It's like a nice little pendant. I think it's like Carrie or something. But my favorite part about it is it has like a little sunrise on the back. And I don't know if you guys know, I kind of love sunrises. It's fine. And then I also got, I think this is just like the Hermitage set. It's like these two chains underneath that you can kind of see. And it's just really cute. I love Ana Luisa because they not only are they sustainable and affordable, but they also are super passionate about empowering women and creatives and all this kind of stuff. So if you're interested, I will have a link down in the description. I think it's just Ana Luisa / Jenna Claire K. But if you use my discount, Jenna Claire K10, you can get 10% off, which is pretty cool if you ask me. It's perfect if you want to get a gift for yourself or your friend or maybe even your mom. But yeah, they're super fast delivery, super affordable, and I cannot stress to you how much I love them. So when Ana Luisa reached out to me, they were very passionate about empowering women and working on this campaign to kind of talk to creatives and people like me who are freelancers about like kind of what's inspiring them. And so today's video is going to be talking about 5 women who have really inspired and empowered me in recent years, in my career, in my artistry, and they're pretty much all really good friends of mine. So I'm super excited to talk to you about them. Let's get started. The first person I want to talk about is kind of the most important. I have known them the longest out of all of these women, and she has made a massive impact on my life. She has been so inspiring to me. Her name is Laura. She is my best friend from high school. I've known her for over a decade now, and part of why she's been so inspiring to me is because she is the reason that I am trying to be a novelist. I've always wanted to be an author and a writer, but it wasn't until I met Laura when we were sophomores in high school that I really realized I could be a novelist. I started NaNoWriMo because of her. She is the person who is my critique partner. I give her pretty much all my writing all the time, and she helps me make it better. She's been helping me edit this book that I've been working on for over a year now, and I'm so inspired by her because she is a great writer. I'm hoping one day that both of us will be published at some point, but she's working on a book right now, and it makes me want to be a better writer. She has an MFA from freaking Columbia. Like, she's the person I aspire to be on all levels because she's just a really great person and a great writer. The second person I want to talk about is really inspirational to me from a photography perspective. This is a person that I've been a fan of for a very long time, probably since high school. Her name is Kenzie Kate Floyd. I don't know if you've heard of her. I feel like I talk about her all the time. She is somebody who does a lot of photojournalism, specifically in weddings. And so I know a lot of wedding photographers. There are a lot of really great wedding photographers, but the reason why Kenzie is so inspiring to me as a photographer is because she really tries to be more candid than posed. And so her composition is great, her color editing is phenomenal, but not only is she a great photographer, she's also a really great activist. She does a lot of stuff for the LGBT community in LA. She also is really passionate about anti-racism and various other things like that. And so she inspires me because she's just like the person I wish I could be. She has her own business. She is living in LA, doing her own thing. The way she documents her life is just incredible to see. And so every time I try and like be better and be inspired, I always just go over to her page because I could look at her photos all day. The third person I want to talk about is probably one of my best friends from college, and she is way too cool for me. Her name is Jack Jordan. She is a musician. You can find her on Spotify. Part of why she has been so inspirational to me personally, even though I'm not technically a musician anymore, I became friends with her because both of us wrote songs, but she is somebody who is so supportive of me and my craft, and I aspire to be more like her because she is constantly changing. She's one of those people that I feel like every 6 months I talk to her and she's like, okay, I got a new wardrobe, new haircut, like I'm writing this new type of music, I'm ready to go, everything is different, and I'm living a new life. And I'm like, oh my God, that should be me. Like, I need to change my whole life because you did, you know? And it's been really, really fascinating in the past, 7-ish years that I've known her, because she's just always trying to raise the bar and become a better person. And I think part of why we work so well together is because we always want to make better art. We're always questioning, like, are we making the best art we can make? How can we do it better? How can we be better people while making better art? And she's like my philosophical friend. We talk about theology together all the time, and she just always is inspiring me to be better in all ways. So the fourth person I want to talk about is somebody I feel like a lot of people know. Her name is Ritchio. I don't know if you know her. Christine is an interesting person because, number one, I started out as a Christine fangirl. That is kind of why I started BookTube. I saw her videos on YouTube and I was like, wow, this chick, she is funny, she is cool, I wish I could be her. And now we're friends. I don't know why or how that happened, but somehow Christine and I are friends now. She has always been inspiring to me, but specifically in recent years, part of what's so inspirational about her is that she does a lot of hard work. She is constantly creating YouTube videos. She's always editing them to be super dramatic and super cool. Not only that, but she's a New York Times bestselling author, so she's always writing and working on books. Like, she has a work ethic that I aspire to. And I think what's also so great about her is that she is so positive all the time. And I know her, so I know behind the scenes that's not necessarily how she always is, but I think the persona that she puts out online is just like something super inspiring to me because I always want to be more positive like Christine. And I think I don't know, there's some kind of energy about her that I've always loved her, but now that she's one of my friends, I'm always just like, look at Christine, she is doing something. I should be more like that. The last person I want to talk about is actually somebody I met through my day job. So a couple years ago, I was working for Google Street View. Fun fact. I took pictures of small businesses and went around small towns, and it was super fun. But there was one day where I went to go take pictures at a donut shop. I went in there and I ended up meeting this girl who was working there, and she was a photographer too. And so we kind of hit it off. We talked a little bit and we were like, yeah, we should totally shoot sometime. Fast forward to now, it's a couple years later, and we are really good friends. She is one of my favorite people ever. I love her so much. And I think what's so inspiring to me about her is that she is so colorful. I have a lot of colorful friends. I have a lot of friends who are really creative and fun, funky, but Aurora is just constantly raising the bar. She's the kind of girl who will wear a pink tutu like it's nothing. Like, she dyes her hair pretty colors all the time. She makes pom-pom earrings. She paints. She has this beautiful, beautiful bedroom with all of her photography. She does her art in the background. She has a day job. She's a real adult. But I think what's so inspiring is that she does keep her world artsy and creative, even while working for like corporate America. And so every time I talk to her, she always wants to shoot with me just for fun, to learn more about the craft. And I think she keeps me intrigued and interested, and I'm curious when I'm with her because I'm always asking questions and she's always asking me questions. And I think both of us kind of push each other to kind of try something different, to do something a little more creative, to be better artists. And overall, those are what these people are for me. They are people that I wish I could be more like, the people that I aspire to be like, even if we're not making the same kind of art. I think all of them have these lives that I wish I could have, you know? And so a lot of my life is an amalgamation of all of these people who I love, who have inspired me for years and years. And I think that's really what's so empowering about women, but just like friends in general, is that you want to be surrounding yourself with a community of people who are passionate, who are making the kinds of things that you are making, who are pushing you to be a better artist, to be a better person, to be somebody that you've always wanted to be. And so I'm so, so grateful to all of these women, to all the people that I couldn't mention, because there are so many people that I could mention that have inspired me in recent years. But these are just some of the ones off the top of my head that have made the biggest impact. And so I'm super thankful to Ana Luisa for kind of sponsoring this video and bringing this to light, because I think empowering people and empowering women is something I'm super passionate about, and I'm really happy to be working with somebody who is also passionate about that sort of thing. So once again, thank you, Ana Luisa. If you're interested, there will be a link down in the description with more information if you want to get my discount, Jenna Claire K10, super easy. And yeah, I look forward to hearing in the comments some people that have inspired you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!